Hey guys, this is Drag and Drop Coding. I'm your host, Christian Mishka, and today we're going to be making clones in Scratch. Alright, let's get into it. So a clone in Scratch is basically when you have one sprite being able to create copies of itself. So, yeah, let's get started. You'll find the clone blocks down here in the Control tab. We got create clone of myself, when I start as clone, and delete this clone. And they are pretty straightforward. So let's do a very interesting script. When the flag is clicked, let's see. We can create a clone of myself, and let's just see what happens. So when I click the flag, I can drag the cat around, and now there's two of them, right? If I don't have this block and I click the flag, it's just one. So that created a clone of itself, and sprite 1 is also the name of the sprite, so it's going to do the same thing if I just do this. Right, there's two of them because this is sprite 1 and this is sprite 1, but myself is also, interesting. Cool. So now we can create a clone of myself, we can create a clone of sprite 1, and yeah, so now we can use this block, which basically tells the clone to do something when it's been created. So let's create that clone, and then let's make the other one move 10 steps. Right as soon as it's created, it's going to move 10 steps. So you can see it moved right behind it, moved 10 steps. Make it move 50, type in there 50 steps. Just to show you what that's like. Okay, cool. So once I started the project, it went to the same position because it just clones right in place, and then it moved 50 steps. So basically, this block controls what the clones do, and this controls what the main sprite does. So they're actually separate objects. Okay, cool. So what we could do now is just, why don't we just make them let's make them move 50 steps. Well, let's not do that. Let's just make them like spin forever, so we know that they're a clone, and then we'll just do that. Okay, so the clone behind him is spinning, but he's not spinning. Why don't we just do something real quick? Why don't we make him go to the mouse pointer? Okay, cool. And then instead of just creating one right at the beginning here, why don't we just create it whenever you click the mouse button? So if the mouse is down, then we'll create a clone of myself, and let's see how that goes. So you'll notice that if I go full screen here, if I just hold down the mouse, we get a ton of clones. And that might look cool to you, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like we should limit that a little bit. So I'm gonna wait until the mouse is not down. So I'm just gonna I'll explain this real quick. So if the mouse is pressed, then we'll wait until you let go. So wait until it's not pressed anymore, and then create a clone. Okay, so let's try that again. I can click, 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 click. Cool. So we've got some spinning cats here. Now you can click, you can kind of paint them on the screen, they can do whatever you want, and really that's how clones work. Now, one other thing would be deleting clones. So what we could do is, let's see, if we make them move 10 steps forever, now they'll do this, right? So if I click, now they'll kind of run that way into the screen. We can make them, you'll notice how when they run into the screen you can still see their tail on the edge. So why don't we make them delete themselves if they touch the edge? So we'll just do if. So on the clone script over here, we'll do if touching the edge, and then we'll delete this clone. Okay, so I can create some clones, and you notice they just kind of pop away instead of collecting at the edge. Also, if my cat's on the edge and I try to click, it's not going to create a clone because they're already on the edge of the screen. So that is pretty cool. And this is the basics of clones. Basically, you can create them, they have their own script, and then you can delete them. Cool. So this has been creating clones in Scratch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.